Quick disclaimer. Should we comment on the author of a fanfiction, we are simply using context clues based on the content of the fanfiction being read. These comments are speculative and not meant to be insulting or judgmental towards the author. Similarly, any statements or opinions read as part of the fanfictions do not necessarily represent the values of the hosts.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pick a Fic, the show that might be a fanfiction podcast. Is this a fanfiction podcast? It's been a while.
I don't think it's just a fanfiction podcast. I think it's the #1 fanfiction podcast.
You know what? I'm going to restart that. Welcome to Pick a Fic, the #1 fanfiction podcast, as rated by you, our viewers. It has been 4 months since we recorded anything for this podcast, because we were just like, oh, we'll take a short hiatus between seasons just to kind of recoup and like, you know, steel ourselves mentally, because this is mentally draining. Reading most of these is like, it like hurts. And then we're just like, oh, you want to record? No. You want to record? No. And now it's February 7th, 2026.
My name is Micah.
Oh, right. And my name is Jason. And for season 2, we have swapped the order in which we present the fanfiction. So I'm actually going first, and I'm not used to this.
And might I intervene here? It's not that we didn't want to record. It's that you work 24 hours a day with 4-hour breaks. So it's good. It's really hard to, you know, sometimes find a recording spot to record something and to have like a consistent schedule of recording stuff, where we are currently really trying to figure this out. And like, it just took us this long to be like, oh, we both just have free time now. Let's just record, and we have the opportunity to actually do this. So that's what's been going on. Is not that we haven't wanting to be recording. It's just we finally found the time. We did plan the break. It was only the last till like what, New Year's? Yeah,
it was supposed to just last through New Year's, and then it was suddenly just like. I kind of forgot we did this for like a good bit, and then I'm just like, wait a minute.
How could you forget?
Don't we have the #1 fanfiction podcast?
Yes, Jason, that's our title. We have that title. Yeah, we. How could you forget reading Yoshi's Baby Problem?
I don't forget that. I just forget that it's on a podcast.
And the Purple Chef and the Pokemon Mission. I've been thinking about that one today specifically. Purple Chef and the Pokemon Mission. I don't think we're ever gonna find a Pokemon fan fiction that's that good. Or would it be Exploding TNT? I don't know.
I was going to say, I wouldn't call that a Pokemon fan fiction.
Yeah.
I'd call that an Exploding TNT fan fiction with Pokemon
crossover. Pokemon, yeah.
So since it's been a while, there's really no reason in going through what we've been doing recently, because that would be months of stuff. But I don't know what... I
think the first thing,
watching Paramount movies now.
Yeah, and we'll get to that. But the first thing I want to do is shout out to the joystick player for listening to our really shitty recordings of her fan fiction, the SS Smash Bros. If you don't know what we're talking about, please go listen to that.
There's 2 parts, I believe.
Yep, 2 parts, 2 really good parts. And thank you for just listening and commenting. We appreciate it. Sorry for just like kind of not uploading anything
or acknowledging your acknowledgement, because I found out on the YouTube Studio app, I had like the wrong settings for like comment notifications. It was like only like important ones or something.
Like, oh yeah,
I'm just like, this one's more important.
If the author of the fan fiction isn't important,
Google doesn't know that.
Of course,
Google's dumb. So I didn't see those until like months later, and then we had already recorded the whole season by then. So we couldn't like acknowledge it in one of these. But anyway, yes, if you're an author of one of the fan fictions we read, we would very much appreciate, even just like explaining something or just acknowledging that you saw it. And
she answered a lot of our questions that we had while reading it, which is much appreciated.
And
it's
we might get more. It's a little like, I guess for lack of a better term, validating too, because like we don't know what we're doing yet, really. Like,
Yeah.
we're just reading fan fictions on the internet. We don't know if we're doing them justice or anything like that. So it's good to know that we are, at least in that case. So when do we talk about Romeo and Juliet?
Oh, that's
when do we talk about Romeo and Juliet?
I mean, you're bringing it up. I guess now we can talk about it now.
Well, I don't know.
We could have not talked about it if you just didn't bring it up.
We have to.
Okay.
It's our duty to the people on this fan fiction podcast to talk about movies.
So yeah, we've been binging Paramount Animation.
It took us like 3 months to get through the pre-Paramount animation. The last of which was Romeo and Juliet, which we had to watch because Paramount Animation did the sequel. It was like, personally, I don't want to go into Sherlock Gnomes without context, so I'm just like, we have to unfortunately watch Romeo and Juliet first. And unfortunate is a very tame word to describe that movie. I would call it putrid.
I call it horrific,
vile,
honestly. Yeah, disgusting.
Disturbing. A sin? Is it a sin?
I don't think it's that
close?
bad. It's like close. It's close. Yes, I'd agree. It is very, very bad.
The frog specifically is a sin.
The frog is bad. The gnomes are bad.
His name is Nomeo.
What else is there to talk about? What else is there to talk about other than
his
the
name is
frog
Nomeo and her name is
gnome?
Juliet? They didn't do anything with her name. She's just
like,
Juliet.
Julie
She's
Gnome. Boom, Julie Gnome. That would have been
Nomeo and Julie Gnome.
Yeah, that rolls off the tongue. There you go.
As much as a gnome themed pun can roll off the tongue, at least.
I mean, there was like Ozzy Osbourne was a deer.
He was Fawn, the
Fawn,
deer.
Yeah, that was fun, I guess.
He was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, like he just didn't know what he was doing. He was just reading lines. It was great.
I think that was what the whole cast was doing, just reading lines into a microphone and then leaving.
Leaving, yep.
And then they got their paycheck and they forgot they were ever in that movie.
Wow.
We watched every Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. That was a great series.
Yeah, and we even started James Bond in the time that
not
since the
as
last
good
recording.
of a series, but I'm only two in. Yes, I was getting there. We're only 2 in, so it could change. You never know. It could only start getting good from the Daniel Craig era. We don't know.
Yeah. The Craig Meister is probably going to be the saving grace for that franchise, but we'll see.
It's so funny because, from what I hear, Craig Meister. Oh my god,
First name Craig, last name Meister.
Okay, wait, what the heck? Okay, Daniel Craig is like from what I see from the family, it's like the Roger Craig Smith of the James Bond, where it's where it's just it seems like dedicated fans don't like him, but general people seem to be okay with him, and oh yeah, he does do the part really good. But if you're a diehard fan,
if you're a Bond head,
yeah, you notice these little things about him. So I'm really excited to.
He doesn't.
To get to that
he doesn't have sex enough. It's probably gonna be one of the complaints. Because boy, does Sean Connery like sex.
Oh, he does.
He likes it a lot.
A bit too much.
A bit too much.
We did this man should be watched.
I made the joke on Letterboxd from Russia with Love. Genuinely, is that movie about the girls? Because I think it is. I think it's more about the girls being hot, just general hot girls, and
yeah.
Like they have a whole scene where they just watch a belly dancer for literally no reason. There's no plot significance to the scene. They just watch a belly dancer. They have zoom close-ups of the belly dancer.
Yep.
The intro title sequence, you just see jiggling breasts, and it's just what is, what?
And the excuse people would say was well, there's nothing like it. Back in the day, there was nothing like it. It's
yeah, and that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just oh, they don't make this they don't make them like this anymore. Yeah, good.
Yes, we don't shoot day for night because it looks like absolute garbage.
Oh my god, it is so bad.
We don't have mono audio recording because it sounds like it's not that I'm blaming the movie for existing in the 60s, but gosh, does that movie exist in the 60s? Anyway, speaking of Roger Craig Smith, we have a fan fiction to get to.
Oh no. Oh no.
And no, it's not an Ezio fanfiction, as you probably jumped to.
Exactly.
His
Yeah,
most famous
right.
role.
Jumped right. Okay, what else did he do? He
That's it.
yeah, that's the
He
other
hasn't done
big
anything
role.
else. It's only been Ezio. But if you check your email, I dropped a little present for you.
Let me refreshing.
We're still doing this, are we? We're still doing this. In the year 2026, we're still sending emails to each other. Why don't we use Discord?
There's a reason. I'm sure there's a reason.
Is there? It would be instant. Like I'd send you the link, and you wouldn't have to say refreshing 13 times on the podcast.
That's a good point.
That you
Sonic Riders.
You choose to not cut out. May I add?
Sonic Riders, many years later, by
I think it's Nastories.
Nastories. The Babylon rogues have left on a dimensional journey, leaving friends and family behind.
Can I cut in already?
What? Yeah, go ahead.
What fucking family?
That's literally what my what was. However, when Wave finds herself back to her original world, she realizes that she was gone for much longer than she thought. Now stuck with a more mature but hardened Tails, she must readapt to her new life. Decided for M-rated just in case. Tails X Wave. Yeah, it is rated M. Sci-fi hurt comfort. 28 chapters, 119,219 words. And published on April 29th, 2024, I think? No, 2018. 2018.
It was updated in 2024. It was a long running series that I assume is concluded if it hasn't been updated in 2 years.
This is what we're starting season two with, huh?
I picked this a long time ago. And I was like looking through my list, like, what's a good season 2 opener? And you opened with Mario to start the entire podcast with Kingdom Hills Junior High. Still one of our best episodes in general.
That was just pure luck. I was just like, oh, Mario High School? Heck yeah. That was it.
I know I'm not going to live up to that, but I figured season 2, one of my goals was to start a series. Because we didn't do many that, I think our most was like 3-parters, right?
Yeah, we have 3 parts, I think. I can't remember which one it was.
Was it one of the Balto ones?
No. Yeah, I think it was the first Balto one that was 3 parts. Oh, man.
I need to click on the right thing first. We can go to the Pick a Fix YouTube studio.
Oh my god, 28 chapters. We also got to talk about our history with Sonic Riders.
Oh, right, because it's not... It's its own thing.
Yeah.
Basically, it is... Let's see, which playlist has the most things in it?
So why do you look for that?
Attitudes and Immaturity was 3.
Okay, that was 1.
And
that was 3 parts?
And Sarah's Malagasy Adventure was technically 3.
Wow.
But of course, as we know by now, the second one isn't actually part of Sarah's Malagasy Adventure.
If you know, you know.
Just had to get that out.
Thank you. No, you gotta do that sometimes. I appreciate it.
So, Sonic Riders is a very historied franchise for this household, and by that I mean we had one of them, and we played it a lot. We had Zero Gravity, and we really, 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 really liked playing Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. Like, it was equal to Mario Kart in our eyes.
Yep.
And then we got into retro games when we were like older, mid to older teen years.
Yeah.
And then we're just like, guys, we gotta... I don't know why I said guys. So, dude, we got to play the old Sonic Riders from the GameCube. Yep. And so we played the old Sonic Riders from the GameCube. In fact, wasn't that our first video?
Yep, it was our first video. Our first ever, like, I guess, collaboration video we did.
Collab, yeah.
We're
collabing.
Like,
on the Midnight... Well, now it's the Midnight Vibes channel, but when we started Midnight High, we did the first Sonic Riders. So you can watch our very first playthrough of that terrible bad, broken, boring game.
I think it was our second, actually.
Well, I think we tried it.
Yeah,
that was our first time playing actually playing the game.
Well, we tried it before, and it was
because
like,
this game sucks.
This game
too
sucks,
hard.
yeah.
And then we actually played it, beat it, and dude, if those cutscenes weren't in that, I would have dropped it so quick.
It's just the reason why I keep going.
And Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, everyone's like, ugh, they made it too simple. Yeah, no, they made it normal. They made it like a normal video game. You can actually play it. Imagine that. You can pick up the video game and play it.
Like the things that they removed, they replaced it with other mechanics. Like everyone's all like, oh, like the air system and the trick system is all gone. It's like, okay, yeah, but they replaced that with the zero gravity, and the zero gravity has so much like versatility. Yeah, versatility with it. So it's like, you're replacing, and I think that the zero gravity is so much better. And like that's like nostalgia aside, because like I could barely use the zero gravity function when I was a wee little lad. Yeah. And like I appreciate looking at like retrospectives and stuff. I appreciate the first Riders a lot more, that they were doing like crazy stuff with the Sonic franchise back in the day, and I really appreciated what it did.
Man, 2006 was a wild time.
Oh, it was. And I guess I really appreciate it. I would definitely go back like to play it and stuff, but it's like, you know, it's come and gone. I wish they would bring back the Riders series. Like I know there's like fans. What was it called? Like Riders Origin. There's like a fan game that's coming out. That's like, or in development, I should say. That's like it's like pretty much just a recreation of Sonic Riders, and it looks really good. Evo, it's Sonic Riders Evo. They have a Blue Sky and Twitter, so go follow them. And it's looking really solid.
You don't have to mention that they have a Twitter. You know.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Do you mean they have an XD Everything app account? That's what they have.
Yeah, if you're on that site, why? Just go in the comments and tell me why you're still on that site. Give me really good reasons why you're on that site. Anyway,
I want a 12-page essay by tomorrow.
Yep. Because
or else I get a D.
So okay, fanfiction.
We have this first page could easily be an entire episode, because as you can see, it's long.
Very long. Oh boy.
How we're gonna approach series, and we did this last season, but we didn't talk about it. If we don't like the fanfiction, we will not continue the fanfiction. So there was one instance where we read like a really big, like we did like 1 or 2 chapters of the Rise of the Guardians one, and we never made a part 2 because we don't want to.
Yeah,
because we just didn't feel it was like a compelling enough thing. So that's kind of we're feeling it out live. It's not like we're gonna record this, be like, oh, if we're not continuing it, then we won't release the app. Like we're still gonna release it, you know?
Yeah.
Unless we hit an episode 25 situation, what I'm hoping doesn't happen. But I'm not gonna go through all 28 chapters to see if there's anything bad in
here. He just decided for M just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Just in case they have extremely hot sex at the end. What did I say? Anyway, do you want to get into this?
There are 3 prologues, so we gotta get into this.
Oh my gosh, 3 prologue. And then one of the chapters has 5 parts.
Oh my reason. My god. And oh my gosh, I should have read the chapters.
Yeah, we should have read the chapters.
No.
We gotta get to chapter 21.
Yeah, that's all I'll say.
There's a very specific reason for that. All right, so the one note I had in my list is that this will be a good opportunity for voice acting, because there are a lot of characters. So you know what? I'm honestly going to make a Google Doc so we can keep track of who's voicing who. Because I know when we come back,
we're going to forget.
In 2 months, we'll forget who is who.
And in 2 months, we're going to forget that we made a Google Doc in the first place.
No, it's in my Pick-a-Fic folder. I have my own Pick-a-Fic folder in Google Docs, as you should too.
No, I don't. I mean, I have a Google Doc full of fan fictions, but not like a folder dedicated to it.
The same thing. So I'll just say like Sonic Riders Fic voices. That's good enough. All right. So we already have a decision to make. Who gets to be the announcer? who is Omo Chow, if I'm reading ahead.
Oh boy,
There are like 20 different Omocha voices we can do. I kind of like the one from Sonic and the Secret Rings. It's just like
it's
a guy just like, welcome,
good luck,
good luck.
That's actually pretty good.
That was more
good.
That was way more emotion though.
Yeah,
that was too much emotion. Like, good luck.
But
see, then that doesn't have the voice. I don't know. Do you want to do Omocha?
Yeah, I'll do Omocha.
All right, here we go. The first fan fiction of season 2.
Sonic Riders many years later. I just had a freaking voice on it. Okay.
Editor, insert the Jeopardy impatient music. Editor, make fun of this guy.
Okay.
Jamie, pull it up.
Good evening, everyone. For those just tuning your TV, just arrived at the track, went to the food court or just got distracted, welcome to the 3rd EX World Grand Prix. Your host and I here on the Sky Fortress Zone, Omo Chow. I am a little sad to announce that we are reaching the conclusion of our races. However, we are finishing this with a bang. Why, you may ask? Well, to end the competition, we have a few of the best Extreme Gear riders ever.
All right, are you ready to say a bunch of names?
Oh my gosh.
In that voice that you picked. You picked that voice, and now you have to say like an entire paragraph full of names.
We have the Battle on Rogues, formed by Jet the Hawk, Wave the Swallow, and Storm the Albatross, known for being the pioneers of extreme gear racing. Team Heroes, composed by Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails the Fox, and Knuckles the Echidna. The positive boost the extreme gears needed to become this popular. These two teams are easily the most famous and popular of the finalists, but the other teams, such as Team Rose, have gained a good following, partly thanks to the newest member. What?
Omocha looking at the page, just like,
oh, okay. General, through both Cream the Rabbit and Amy Rose have made their proper contributions to the team after they lackluster introduction to the world of racing in the last Grand Prix. Team Dark has always been unable to keep a third member with them alive. But so far, Silver the Hedgehog has been capable of keeping up with Shadow the Hedgehog and Rouge the Bat.
Silver on Team Dark is insane.
It's as what it should be, honestly. Known thieves and GUN agents, Team Chaotix, the least loved team of the finalists, formed by Vector the Crocodile, Charmy the Bee, and Espio the Chameleon, are better known as detectives, but they have made it this far. But they need a miracle if they dream to win. Team Eggman is not loved at all by anyone, but his two new robots have proven to be hard to best. Gaining Dr. Robotnik's is not well so earned place in the competition. Nevertheless, this only makes the competition even more exciting. What will happen next? Stay tuned and find out.
You're like bleeding into Toad almost. Just imagine sitting in an audience of like a NASCAR race, and then the announcer comes on and starts just droning on for 20 minutes about every single individual person in the
this
race.
Team, they're not.
This team kind of sucks. Like no one likes these guys. Like, they honestly might as well just leave. Honestly. All right. As the robot Chow did his best to entertain the masses, the many racers waited at the pit area, using they spare time to get some rest for the next race and tune up their boards to the best of their capacity. All that actually meant that each of the team's mechanics was doing its best to keep their boards from breaking apart, while the rest of the team is doing pretty much anything but rest. Tails and Wave tried their best to work as they teammates made pranks and trash talk. It was bearable most of the time, but when it was too much, Tails was thankful to have Wave around, and her giant wrench for that matter. She was enough to calm them down for a while. Amy pretty much spent most of her time chasing after Sonic. In this more confined space, she might have actually had a chance to catch him. While all of this happened, General fixed the gears of his team with the aid of Cream, though he would have probably been better by himself. Oddly enough, cream had a strange effect on the robot, causing it to overheat by her many soft touches and mannerism. From what the outsider saw, he was blushing until it was too much and, just like the machine it was, overheated and stopped work for a few seconds. Even if it was weird, no one paid too much attention to this detail. Most just shrug it off. Those who once cared grew used to it like Tails and Eggman. Wave was probably the only one who actually cared about it and still tried to discover how a little girl could have such an effect on a machine, not having much success in 2 years since she met them. Other teams like the Chaotix did not seem to have the slightest idea of what they were doing, as the 3 members were struggling to try to fix their vehicles. Eggman and Wave found hilarious when their boards seemed to be at their perfect shape, just to suddenly fall apart in many pieces. Poor Silver probably had it the worst, as his teammates threw him their extreme gears and left, ordering him to repair them before they were back. So, hold on, I'll save that thought for later. Eggman was the only one that was actually resting, and his red and blue metal Sonics were the ones making the maintenance. The heroes had actually attempted to reach him a few times, but the 2 metals he built proved to be too troublesome to handle. Luckily, Espio had sneaked past his defenses and applied the good old cream puff prank on him. Since then, Eggman had not tried to fall asleep to avoid pranks.
What's a cream puff prank?
Where you throw a cream puff at someone?
Yeah, okay, that's what we're going with. Okay.
What I was going to say is that what I just read is a way better introduction to these people than Omochao just yapping.
Yeah, what? Or just have Omochao yap and then remove all this.
One of the two. Like, yeah, it's like... I mean, this one's the better, like, introduction.
Yeah.
At that moment, Tails was helping Silver fix his team boards as it was becoming a habit on the competition. The Fox felt some sympathy for the White Hedgehog. Sonic and Knuckles might have not been as direct and mean as Shadow and Rouge, but it did not seem that different sometimes. Silver was also very smart. In the little time they were spending together, he had learned to distinguish the flaws on the damaged extreme gears. He was no Tails or Wave, but considering he was from an apocalyptic future, it was actually very impressive. In addition, his psychic powers let him find the problems much faster than anyone else. In just a few minutes, the boards were at the best they could. So apparently, like, psychic powers can help you find mechanical flaws?
I guess just having psychic powers just makes you a mechanic.
I guess.
You're not as good as the actual mechanics, but you can be one if you want.
I mean, yeah, I thought it was like the manipulation of the mind or whatever, but
the manipulation of the mind. I love
Isn't that.
There's something.
Well,
cool
no, I
about
guess because
that.
he makes things float. Never mind. I'm just dumb.
Mm-hmm.
There, all ready, Silver said, satisfied. I could help you fix your team's boards, and they would be ready in a sec, he proposed, but the Fox rejected it politely. Do you want me to?
Yeah. Don't worry. Besides, my board is the only one that can still needs to be fixed. It shouldn't.
In that instant, the famous blue streak passed in front of them and grabbed the shooting star extreme gear.
Wait, Sonic! I just fixed it!
Tails cried. Exactly! It needs some testing! And just like that, he and the red echidna left the area. Why was Knuckles there? Oh gosh, we get to be Jet.
I won't let some blue hairbrush best me!
Jet shouted, taking his board and following Sonic's steps.
Wait for me, boss!
Storm ran behind the Hawk, taking the S-type right from Wave's hand. Wait, Storm! I am not! But Wave's scream was in vain. That sounds so bad.
Yeah.
As he had already left. Finished. We're gonna sing this.
Fuck
Me! Both Tails and Wave said it, though the swallow shouted much louder than the fox and rambled on for a little while. Tails saying fuck is really funny.
Yeah.
At least it meant that Tails would only have to worry about his board with little interruptions, and Wave would just relax until the next race. Things should slow down a bit for a while, until Charmy decided to screw everyone's plans.
Hey guys, look what I found! This should stop our board from falling apart!
The bee chirped happily, holding a pod over his head. However, both Vector and Espio panicked the moment they realized what he was holding. It was a normal orb, like the ones on the racetrack.
Yeah.
However, it contained the gum used by Vector, powerful enough to keep spaceship pieces together and, if not opened correctly, would blow up. Charmy, stop right there! Vector ordered the bee. A little too late, since the kid tripped at seemingly nothing, letting go of the bomb. Vector observed in absolute horror as the orb went up, just starting going down because of the power of gravity. Luckily for him, Espio made a mad dash and caught the orb before it hit the floor. The crocodile let go of his held air and soon joined with the chameleon and the bee. Don't scare me like that, Charmy! You need to be more careful! Vector screamed, flailing his arms like crazy. A little too crazy since, thanks to the flailing, Espio dropped the ball.
Just like you, Vector!
Charmy quipped, a little disappointed that he did not get an answer. The two adults of Team Chaotix were too astonished to move, to even react. They were there, frozen, fixated on the orb that could just blow up at any moment. A good minute passed away, and nothing happened. The minute's dead, guys. The minute died. It was then that the two started functioning again. I don't know who's saying this. Maybe it was! At that moment, the sphere went off, all its sticky content exploding from it, not only totally bathing the Chaotix with the jelly-like content, but also splashing many of the other racers with it. Wave reacted soon enough to protect her board, using her own body as a shield. Gemeral, it's Gemeral, right? Not Gemeral?
It's
I can't
Gemeral,
remember.
yeah.
Okay. Was able to protect the gears and cream from all the jelly just like Wave, though the fact that he was a robot didn't help him since now he was shaking and spilling smoke and Amy was left unprotected. Oh no. Silver reacted fast enough and thanks to his powers avoided getting spilled at all. Tails had it the worst, not being able to avoid any jelly on him, as well as his board. A few buzzes and sparks later, and the fox understood it was damaged beyond repair, at least with the little time left he had.
All right, number one, jelly? What?
You know, gum is jelly.
Oh yeah, okay.
Everyone knows gum is
number
jelly.
two, okay, write this down already on who's who, just so we don't forget.
All right, okay, so I'll put me down. I am Sonic. No, why did it do that? I think I grazed a touchpad. Sonic, I'm Silver, I'm Vector, I'm
Yes.
Wave.
And then
Is that it?
Yeah, and then I'm Omo Chow, I'm Tails, I'm Charmy, I'm Storm, I'm Jet.
Hold on. Charmy. What is it doing? It's moving by itself.
Windows, what is wrong with
I
you?
think my laptop's just dying. Okay. Tails, Charmy, Storm, Omo Chow,
Yeah.
Jet.
Yeah.
that it?
I think that's it for now.
Do we want to? Okay, so we know who else is going to be here. We know like Amy's going to be in here.
Oh right, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Wants to be Amy? or Cream? I guess we'll wait till they talk. Because to be fair, we don't know if they ever say anything. Espio hasn't said anything yet.
All right.
Okay, Tails are shouting no.
Oh yeah. No!
Tails shouted, not believing what just happened. All that hard work, all those late nights, all the effort of participating through the competition could be thrown to the dump because of this stupid accident. Meanwhile, by a chance that makes no sense at all, the boards of the Team Chaotix actually stuck together thanks to the jelly and still worked perfectly.
Now take a look at that. How about a thank you from you guys?
Charmy commented, earning the stink eye from his teammates. I am so going to give you something, but not the thanks, Vector shouted, soon followed by an attempt to grab the child. Don't phrase it like that. But he flew out of his reach, starting a little game of catching. Okay. However, both stopped dead on their tracks when both Amy and Wave passed in front of them, making a throat cleaning sound. I'm gonna call it that, right? Every time someone clears their throat, I'm just gonna be cleaning your throat, huh?
Yep.
Before anything else could get any more complicated, Cream of all people stepped in.
Misters, you must help my friend General.
I read it as gamer because like I thought the L was just like a straight line for some reason. Gemmer. The youngest of the bunch begged. A glimpse behind her revealed the black robot behind her. Oh, wait, who's? The tan one's Emerald, right?
I think it's like from the smoke or whatever.
Oh, a dancing mess of an amazing machine. No, because there's the tan one and the black one.
Wait, where's the black one?
It's Sonic X.
What?
The Sonic X.
Well, there's no black General model. What?
Sonic Wiki. Sonic Wiki.
Yeah. Press enter to ask AI mode. How about no?
On the wiki?
And Google.
I don't use Google. Why aren't you typing?
Dude, your computer's cooked.
No, the website, like, oh, he's the black one.
What?
Emerald, yeah, I was right. Emerald is the tan one.
Okay, wait. So which one's the black one then?
General. So he's the black and yellow one.
Wait.
So many pop-ups.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember this now. All right. And Emerald. Okay, I remember it. Sorry.
I forgot it. I forgot there were two different ones.
Played Sonic Advance 3 once.
I haven't at all, but I watched Sonic X. The most faithful adaptation of a video game to film was when they adapted Sonic Battle into Sonic X. That was pretty insane.
What the heck? Why did they do that?
Okay, I don't know who's saying this next line, so I'm just gonna pretend it's Vector because I want to talk like Vector.
Yeah. Yep.
Why do we have to do anything for you? It's your bot. Okay, who's Amy? Now we do have to actually.
No, it goes.
I don't know. That's stupid. I'll just.
And guess who messed him up just now?
Amy added, starting to show her anger. I forgot how Wave sounded already.
Someone better step forward and help fix that robot before we make you do it.
This time Wave talked, earning an odd look from Amy. It was very weird seeing the Swallow helping someone but herself or her team. At that moment, Charmy and Vector took a step back. Only Espio still remained, realizing a minute too late of what just happened. Espio was ready to argue, but Cream used one of his deadliest weapons at her disposal?
Okay.
She put out her lower lip, which started to tremble. She opened her eyes as big as she could. She was using the puppy eyes! Just a look at the cute rabbit was enough to cut all attempt from the chameleon to discuss.
All right.
Espio sighed, giving up and walking toward the robot. Fear slowly crawling up to him. That's a great visual.
Yeah.
After all, this was one of Eggman's deadliest machines ever and was flailing around like a maniac. This was not going to be a fun time for him. Vector and Charmy both tiptoed their way out of trouble, or attempted to, as Amy put herself in front of them and waved behind them. Ladies, let's be reasonable, Vector tried to talk her way out of this disaster, not working as Amy, instantly getting hit by her huge hammer. That sentence doesn't make any sense. Oh my gosh. Charmy ran away in the opposite direction, not realizing the bird girl was just there and thus getting hit by Wave and her wrench. The bee felt his head throbbing, petting the sore spot. So I just think of in Sonic Riders, the first one, you would taunt, their heads would just get really big.
Oh yeah,
like Mad Wave is just, her head gets really big and she starts yelling. The kid looked at the bird woman. Seeing that her wrench was much smaller than Amy's hammer, he thought he was probably better than his partners were. But when the wrench suddenly grew in size and started emitting electricity, he knew he was in a mess. They're not going to raise, are they? It's going to be like chapter 21 until they raise.
This is the first prologue, remember?
Oh, right. There's still 2 more prologues before they raise, probably. The chameleon observed with a bit of distance. Seeing how his friends were chased and being pummeled, Espio felt a little relieved just having to clean the robots with cream. Sadly, the sudden flailing from the robot hit him, literally sending him flying a few meters.
Mama, I want a hammer.
Espio mumbled before losing consciousness.
I don't know.
Cream paused the cleaning work, observing her surrounding for a bit, absorbing all the chaos that was happening just around her.
This is gonna be a long day.
Oh, gosh. Excuse me, are you positive about what you're saying? Rouge talked to her watch, asking for a confirmation from her superiors at gun. Do you want to be a gun superior?
Yeah. I repeat, the Babylon rogue ship is emitting a strange energy signal. We didn't notice it at all when the races began, but it has growing steadily stronger with each passing race. The air vehicle is using a camouflage system, hiding itself away from any look as well as most of our scanners. Rouge's orders are to infiltrate the Zeppelin quietly while Shadow continues through the race to draw less suspicion. Verify whatever that energy is and what its purpose is and eliminate it if it is dangerous. Is it clear, Agent?
The agent re-explained in the same monotone voice. What? So, okay. So the chaotic, or no, the Babylon Rogues, like, Zeppelin thing is, like, evil?
There's, like, a strange energy in it, right? And I guess Gun sent Team Dark to investigate it.
Also, if you're truly trying to do the gun agent voice, you have to, like, ask the voice director if your line read was okay. Or no, you have to restart the line in the middle of it.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Understood. We will get into it, Rouge responded before turning off her communicator. Got that, brooding boy? She teased to his partner. Shadow barely reacted to her, merely saying, "Initiate mission," before speeding toward the resting area. Why do I bother? Rouge sighed, opened her wings, and glided toward her objective. In mid-flight, we're not gonna race.
No.
Knuckles came flying on his extreme gear and almost ran her over. What is your problem? She screamed in anger. Her hassle was not over as the other escaped riders followed him and almost ran her over too. Rouge barely avoided being ran over by the riders. What are they escaping from?
I think the commotion from what happened before with the chaotics.
As expected, Sonic and company had raced each other in their spare time. However, something unexpected happened. Storm's board had suddenly started emitting smoke as well as losing control over his. Now they both struggled just to get back to the pit area. Luckily for Storm, the extreme gear game up just a second before reaching a safe place, landing face first but not in any real danger. Somehow, being the first to arrive to the area, the first thing he attempted was trying to reach Wave and explain the problem. He entered running and didn't notice that the jelly all over the place until he stepped on it. Immediately, he and the others noticing the sticky thing all over the floor. Sticky thing all over the place and their friends. They also noticed how Charmy was literally stuck to the ceiling, thanks to whatever that was, and Vector was nailed through the floors, struggling. When was he on the ceiling?
Well, I think it's like, wait.
When did Charmy get on the ceiling?
Wait. The hammer. Amy's hammer. I guess she literally nailed Vector to the floor with her hammer.
Jeez, did we miss the party? We only left for a little while, Sonic joked, but everyone turned to him with a face of anger and frustration. Just saying. Without another word, Sonic directed to their area, noticing that Tails was still working like a complete maniac. What's the matter, buddy? I thought you would be done by now. He continued to work without paying much mind to his best friend. However, after looking at it thoroughly, he knew he wasn't going to be ready anytime soon.
It's no use.
Tails sighed. At that moment, Silver used his psychic powers to hold the yellow tail, thinking that his powers could easily... Was that the name of the board?
Oh, I think it's... I thought he was just lifting his tail. Just one of his tail.
Thinking that his powers could easily solve the problem. Oh my god. I don't want to read this line. There is still use until the psychic powers say otherwise.
Silver, let go of it this instant.
The fox shouted, though it was too late. Silver received a powerful electric shock. Along that, the board was also electrocuted, exploding thanks to the excessive energy. Now it was completely out of order. Silver was knocked down, although he got back quickly. What the heck just happened? He screamed, more pissed off than hurt. The burnt and darkened hair seemed worse than it actually was. Tails was looking at what was left of the board, tears seemingly about to come. Silver calmed down himself before moving closer to the fox. While all that happened, Storm made his best effort to convince Wave to repair his board before the next race.
Wait, Wave, look at the board. It just exploded.
He said while raising his arms in the air.
Can you fix it, please?
The big bird put his best cute face, though to be honest, was more horrific than his normal expression. Wave stood there checking the S-type board, completely fixated at it. Then she started striking his partner with her wrench. What the hell did you do to my baby? Each of my gears is a masterpiece, but it seems you grabbed it and smashed it against a wall over and over. And you have the nerve to demand me having the board ready before the race after you took it without it being remotely finished and brought it in a far worse state. And if you actually believe I will even try, you are dead wrong! Wave roared, not taking a single breath of air during that whole speech, and then she walked away, wanting to take a shower to remove as much gum as possible. Oh, it's gum again. In her way, she noticed that Tails is at the brink of tears and pissed off at the white hedgehog. She actually thought that maybe the fox would lash out at him, seeing that his board was in a horrible state. However, the angry boy seemed to calm down, more depressed than anything else.
Sorry, Silver. It's my fault that during all of these competitions, someone messes with my team boards and we end up losing the first place because of that. So I put safety measures on the extreme gears meant to give everyone a powerful shock if they were authorized, even if that person was a technologically expert.
I think it's supposed to be expert? Tails explained. Wave had to admit that she was feeling a tiny pinch of regret from what she heard. She had messed up Sonic's board twice to ensure their team's victory, taking the first place in the original competition. Though then Sonic kicked his tail Huh? Wait. She had messed up Sonic's board twice to ensure their team's victory, taking the first place in the original competition, though then Sonic kicked his tail in a fair race. On the other competition, Jet once again won thanks to her interference, and while they competed again and Jet still took the victory, there was still some shady stuff behind them. Even if Sonic himself had accepted defeat cleanly, still, she rarely cared about people opinion. She cared about getting results, and if cheating became a need again, she would do it once more. I have no idea what I just read.
Silver then left, just telling him sorry for a last time before moving towards Shadow. Just like that, like moving towards Shadow.
Yeah.
Sounds menacing. Now that Tails was alone, Wave used the opportunity and threw at him a can of soda she had reserved.
What is this?
Tails asked. It's a drink, you buffoon. Seriously, is there anything up there? Wave insulting while pointing out at her head. The boy just huffed his frustration. However, Wave's posture changed a bit after her comment. Consider it congratulation for actually looking like you were starting to show some foresight and being more careful with your stuff, Wave commented in a much less mean fashion. But she reversed to her normal self before Tails could even give her an answer. Don't get too excited yet. You are still 10 years too young to be anywhere as competent as me. And with that, she just left to the showers. Watching Wave being mean 1 minute only to be nice the next always left the fox confused. It happened with more frequency than more time they spent together, but he still had not gotten used to it. Anyway, feeling very thirsty all of a sudden, he decided to open the can and started screaming as the contents on the can sprayed all over him. He shouted in surprise, feeling all the sticky substance all over his hair. In the distance, Wave laughed at him. To what Tails answered by glaring daggers at her. Still too naive, she said before finally entering the showers. He still drank it, and it was really good. Oh boy. Here, a little time later, Omochao appeared toward the guys and noticed how messy everyone and everywhere looked.
There's only 5 minutes left. We better start moving towards the track.
Finally! Had I spent 1 more minute with this vermins, I would have gone crazy, the Mad Doctor complained and moved, followed by his 2 metal Sonics. Was I Amy?
Yes.
Let's get going, Cream, Amy told her, but the little girl only tightened her grip on the robot.
I can't leave him behind. Not like this.
Cream said between ready to burst into tears.
She felt like she shouldn't leave the bot until he was safe and sound.
Great. You enter the win it for us for the game.
General told her the best he could do to his malfunction. He had grabbed Espio again, holding him tight.
But
the little girl began, but the bot interrupted her again.
No, bots eat. Oh,
he said.
Give it all.
The scene would have looked as if Gemro was some kind of very sick person at the edge of death, and Cream was seemingly not ready to tell him goodbye. Or it could have looked like that if he wasn't an incredibly dangerous bot that could kill anyone around.
I'll take care of him,
Tails offered to the girl. Are you sure about that, little bro? Sonic asked. He knew how much Tails wanted another chance at a race against the Babylon, as well as everyone else. Tails still looked upset about what happened before, but he still smiled the best he could to reassure everyone.
There is nothing to be done about my board. It is best if I work on something else, but you must promise me you will give it your all. You give it all you got out there.
Tails said. So they don't even need a full team to race, I guess.
Well, I guess he's disqualified since he doesn't have a board.
But wouldn't that disqualify the whole normally, if you're in a team race, you have to race with a full team. You can't just be like, oh, we only have 2 people today.
Or you get a replacement.
Yeah, that's why there's usually more than 3 people on a 3-person team, because you need backups.
I sure hope someone got fired for that blunder.
Yeah, this author needs to really get a good lashing, get a good talking to.
Yep.
Sonic smiled back.
That's the spirit, little bro. I will win. And with that, he left with Knuckles. Knuckles also hasn't said anything yet.
Knuckles is just like Benny here, just hasn't said a single word. It's so funny to me.
He's just kind of also the in my head, just Tails being covered in like gum and soda, just like
and jelly, apparently
not really like doing anything about it, just like talking normally, acting normally while he's just dripping.
There are showers too, like people can go to the showers.
Wave is in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think that's Prologue 2 where he goes in the shower with Wave?
Oh my god.
It is supposed to be
dude,
Tails
don't tease me
Wave.
like that. Don't tease me.
Sorry, I got your hopes up.
Ugh.
Watching Tails trying to stay strong for his team, Cream felt that she needed to be strong too. General had helped them get this far to victory, so now she needed to arm herself with courage and go.
Please rest. We will give it all out there.
Her voice remained relatively steady, but tears were flowing across her face. She and Amy left, though tears didn't stop flowing. The other two members of the Chaotix team moved close to Espio, looking at him with pleading eyes and their hands together. The chameleon immediately knew what they wanted.
Okay, guys, go win the race.
Espio said. His partner shouted hooray and took off. What? So wait, so is it
it's just a
two-person race?
Person. Yeah, because...
Okay, I guess there's just a mechanic. That's the third person. Hey, where is Rouge? Silver asked Shadow, as it looked like they were going without her. Don't know, don't care. But she is your partner! If you want to get all concerned about your team well-being and getting all nice and together, go join Sonic and the others. We might be partners, but we also don't need all that. And with that, the rest of the journey went silent for them. Wave and Jet told their goodbyes to his stuck partner, who went to the corner and put himself in a fetal position or something, and saw every team member that was still capable of racing headed to the competition.
Oh. What?
Just imagine you're sitting here at the race, you're in the audience, you got your popcorn or whatever, and then the racers come out and they do like a close-up of all of them, and you just see like they're all covered in goo.
All of their gears
Two of them are crying.
All their gears are not working.
Like their gears are covered in goo and smoke and whatever. And like
people running each other over.
Just like it's just, and then the Oma Chow has to like lore dump on you. It's just like, what is going on? This would suck. I would hate to be here.
Why do we need this? Is this going to come back? Do you think any of this is going to come back? Any of this plot?
I think they'll mention the gum in chapter 21 specifically.
Yeah, like remember the gum? Remember all the jelly from the gum?
Oh, dude, what if one of the chapters is a clip episode?
Clip episode, like
like the author just copy and paste segments from previous chapters and puts them in there. It's like, hey, remember when this happened?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty awesome. I would like that.
Well, I mean, all the characters are charactering.
Except Knuckles.
Yep, Knuckles is just a mute, I guess, in this.
I kind of hope he never talks in the entire thing. That'd be pretty funny.
It's like, Knuckles...
Like, he does a thing where he's about to say something,
yeah, and
then,
he gets
someone
interrupted.
interrupts him.
Mm-hmm. These are some weird teams. Okay, so first of all, it's a partner race. So it's only 2 people per team.
We think.
Yeah.
We're theorizing. This is our game theory.
Yeah.
Our fic theory, if you will.
And Silver is part of the Dark team with Rouge. So it's no Omega. It's just, well, I think they're going by the games roster, because I don't think Omega
might have been in Free Riders, but no one should ever play Free Riders, so I don't know.
Yeah, so I think it's going off the game logic. Yeah, well, where's Blaze? Blaze was in the games as a like a 2-player, and in the multiplayer she's a character.
Maybe this author didn't like Blaze.
Yeah,
there are freaks out there like that, you know.
Absolute scoundrels, honestly. All right. A question is
other than it's like I think. Okay, but see, the thing is, though, if you add Omega for Team Dark, then there isn't a third person for Silver and Blaze, so then neither of them would be in it, and I'd rather have Silver than Omega, so...
Vector!
Duh,
there,
right,
yeah.
Duh, I'm sorry, I forgot Vector's their best friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Iblis.
Straight up.
Full size
Oh,
Iblis.
Zavik. Okay, what do we think of the first prologue? The first one of 3.
It's a lot of me reading, but the actual content's pretty good. Like, I'm happy they don't just immediately be like, oh, Tails and Wave are so in love and they're always kissing and loving.
They
and
ran into each other and it was love at first sight.
Oh, they bumped into each other and their hands touched and they blushed. Aw, it's so cute. Like, it's just like, I'm glad it hasn't been set up yet because I want to see like a fan fiction with like a plot, I guess. Like,
yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to start this one.
Is actually so far.
Because all of our fan fictions are, for the most part, one-offs or just
Yeah.
very short things. So it's like, this is exciting. There's like a story going on. There's a lot of drama, which is good for us.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of voices, which is bad for us. This is a fun one.
Yeah, I like it.
We learned about Gemerald.
Yep, yeah, we relearned. I mean, I
Yeah,
knew about Gemerald, but I just forgot.
Remember Gemerald.
Yep. And my computer hasn't been charging this whole time.
It was plugged in.
Hey.
Oh, is it the one that needs like a specific? Oh, I think the GF.
The GF.
GFI.
I mean, I don't need it now.
I'm turning it on.
Okay. He's turning it on. He's turning it on. Yep, there we go. It's charging now.
Why does it keep turning? Why does it keep activating?
We've noticed you have some unused printers, which make me to remove them.
Why does Windows think a printer is a security vulnerability? Because they're always just like, you have like an unused
Ask
device.
later.
You need to remove your printer. It's like, no. How am I gonna print if I remove the printer?
All right, so are we gonna jump into Prologue 2 today, or are we saying that for next time?
I mean, it's already been an hour.
That's like the podcast length. This is like another hour, dude. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your episode.
We're done.
Oh, we're done for that. Okay, that makes more sense. All right. Oh my gosh, each chapter.
Yeah. Did you think we were gonna keep going?
I was asking you that. I'm like, are we done or are we gonna go?
Yeah, we're done.
All right, we're done.
That's why I was getting. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
All right, so where are we continuing?
Yes.
All right, we're continuing Sonic Riders Many Years Later by
No. Wait. What? Not right now. We're continuing.
No, that's what I mean.
No. Eventually.
Yeah,
We'll come back.
we are gonna come back.
The episode's
to this.
over.
Yeah, the episode's over. I'm just saying, like, I'm just
you started
clarifying
talking-
that we're gonna be continuing at a future date.
You were acting as if like, oh, we're gonna keep going now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to.
I'm the
stop.
host. I should say that. We're gonna continue Sonic Riders Many Years Later immediately, right now. In a future episode, at some point. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Anything else you want to add?
Good to be back.
It is good to be back, baby. All right. See you later.
Bye.